Hi, this is Stan from Hardwood Inspirations. Welcome to my channel. Today we'll be going over our Alaska trip from 2024, part number 14. This is where we visited the Alaska Pipeline and the Ice Museum. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please click the subscribe button, the thumbs up, and the notification bell for future videos. Have a great and wonderful day.
The Alaska Pipeline.
So this was one spot we pulled off the road, and here was the Alaska Pipeline that was above ground. Some of this pipeline is below ground, and here we are heading over the bridge to the pipeline itself. The pipeline runs from the northern portion of Alaska all the way to the southern port to where oil is loaded onto cargo ships, and I believe that's in Valdez. So the pipeline is approximately 4 feet in diameter. It runs a little bit over about 7 feet, maybe 8 feet up off the ground, and runs from the northern portion of Alaska all the way to the southern portion.
This is apparently how it is made inside.
So this is known as a pig, and it helps control the oil flow, and they put them in the pipeline all the way along the pipeline to help in the flow and the distribution of the oil through it. So here's a retired pig, and you can tell that it had been in the pipeline a while. It is caked with oil and oil residue. So here's the graphical image that shows where the pipeline runs. As you can see, it runs from all the way from the northern portion of Alaska all the way to the southern portion to the town of Valdez. Very, very interesting. And the plaque there is a special recognition for all the high-skilled welders that took part in putting this pipeline together. So a shout out to welders and their ability to do a job and do it very, very well and do it right. So there's no leaks and no problems or issues. So here's my lovely wife and Gibbs as we're walking on the sidewalk near the pipeline. And then this is a sign that describes the function of the pigs, and here's a pig itself, showing what it looks like inside when it's brand new. There's Sonja. Sonja couldn't quite reach the pipeline when she stood underneath it, so that's how high it was elevated off the ground. And it was great to see this pipeline, how it came up and then went back down into the ground. I thought I'd throw a picture of Gibbs in. This day he was not super happy. Here we are at the Ice Museum getting ready to go into it. They had parkas available for everybody if you wanted to put them on. It was quite cold inside the Ice Museum. A lot of lights and a lot of ice, that's for sure. Here's the guy who finishes telling us how cold it is in there and lets us actually into the Ice Museum. The first thing we got to do is watch one of their technicians there take a cube of ice and make a martini glass out of it. And you were able to buy those if you wanted to. They had several on hand. The ice museum was very interesting. A lot of nice ice sculpturing and stuff. One thing that was interesting, if you wanted to, you could rent a room for one night and stay in there. I don't know why you would want to do that. It'd be like sleeping in an igloo, but apparently some people do that and enjoy their time there. And here we are walking up to the famous Moose Antler Arch in Fairbanks, Alaska. It was kind of interesting to see how they made this, and just notice how big it was. Those antlers are so large. Here we are walking along the river. We're coming up to the milepost sign, and it shows us that Portland, Oregon is 2,483 miles away. One of the things we did get to see in Fairbanks was a bunch of statues commemorating initial frontiersmen, explorers, union between Russia and the United States, and other historical figures. One of the things we tried to do at every place we went, we tried to go to all the visitor centers. This is the visitor center in Fairbanks, Alaska, and outside they had some kind of metal birds and stuff. And so we went inside and looked around. They had airplanes and a lot of native stuff around Eskimos, animals, and things along that line. It's really interesting to see the history behind the different states and the different cities. It was fun, exciting, and we had a really good time walking through this visitor center and looking at all the exhibits. And one of the last exhibits we got to see, a beautiful bald eagle. We ended our day with a walk down near the lake and near our campground. What a wonderful day of sightseeing in Fairbanks, Alaska. Thanks for watching my channel. Please click the subscribe button, the thumbs up, and the notification bell to be notified of my next video. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. See you next time around.